accounting for the launch of Northrop Grumman's Minotaur 1 rocket for the United States Space Force, carrying 3 national security satellites for the National Reconnaissance Office, or NRO. Launch today is scheduled for 9:35 a.m. Eastern Time. We've had this morning, and it has been an eventful morning here at Wallops with various storm cells moving through the area, originally targeting 7 a.m. for launch. However, we have had lightning and, again, as I mentioned, storm cells moving through, so that's been an issue with us this morning. And we will continue to monitor that. Right now, we're at 70% go weather-wise for launch with cloud ceilings, as we have another one of the low cloud decks moving through the area right now. This mission, named NRO L111, is NRO's second dedicated launch from Wallops in the last 12 months. The NRO is an intelligence community element and Department of Defense organization responsible for developing, acquiring, and launching operating America's reconnaissance satellites, as well as operating associated data facilities in support of national security. Now let's learn a little more about NRO.
This year, the National Reconnaissance Office celebrates 60 years since its founding. Thanks to our heritage, NRO today has an unrivaled constellation of reconnaissance systems that help protect our nation 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. In celebration of our 60th anniversary, NRO has planned a year-long program throughout 2021 to highlight the key events, people, and innovations that shaped our past, present, and future. Follow us on social media for more 60th anniversary content. When we think about satellites today and near real-time digital data, it's hard to believe the first overhead reconnaissance efforts relied on camera film and balloons. The earliest film-return reconnaissance efforts in the mid-1950s involved the U.S. Air Force launching high-altitude balloons over denied areas to take pictures. The Air Force then retrieved the balloons from mid-air. Reconnaissance went a step further once film was ejected from a satellite back to Earth, again requiring elite U.S. Air Force personnel to recover the film capsules. These early film vehicle captures are so important that we've hung examples in the NRO headquarters lobby. Another interesting point about our legacy is that NRO has always been both a member of the IC and the DoD. On September 6th of 1961, CIA and DoD signed an agreement to form the jointly managed National Reconnaissance Office. For 6 decades, we've worked with our DoD and IC partners to deliver critical intelligence to policymakers and warfighters worldwide. We're excited to launch from NASA's Wallops Flight Facility for the second time in 12 months, and we look forward to more opportunities to launch from Virginia's Space Coast. NRO L111 represents not just years of planning for this mission, but a 6-decade legacy of advancing the nation's reconnaissance capabilities. When the nation needs eyes and ears where no other collectors can reach, it turns to the NRO.
As mentioned, this launch is being conducted by the United States Space Force and Space Missile Systems Center's Launch Enterprise. It is the third small Space Force mission from Wallops in the past year. Previous launches were a Minotaur 4 mission in July 2020 and a Sounding Rocket mission earlier this year in March 2021. The Minotaur today will launch from the Virginia Space Mid-Atlantic Regional Spaceport, or MARS, Pad 0B on the south end of Wallops Island. Minotaur rockets have been launching from this pad for 15 years.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Dale Nash, and I'm the CEO and Executive Director of Virginia Space. We own and operate the Mid-Atlantic Regional Spaceport called MARS. I'm incredibly excited to welcome you to MARS for the NRO L111 mission, which will be launching on a Northrop Grumman Minotaur 1 rocket from our Mars Pad 0B. I want to thank Northrop Grumman and Wallops, without whom we would not be able to do this launch. It's a very strong and collaborative public-private partnership that has gone on for several years. It also marks the ever-growing relationship between Virginia Space, the NRO, and the United States Space Force. True privilege that Mars has been selected contribute to this mission, which has allowed us to play a critical role in strengthening our nation's security and aerospace capabilities. This is our second launch from Pad B for the NRO and Space Force, and we certainly hope to partner with them many times in the future. In fact, the Wallops Aerospace Industry Cluster, consisting of NASA Wallops Island tenants, including Virginia Space, and corporate entities such as Northrop Grumman, have had a remarkable economic impact, providing $1.37 billion annually to the local economy and county. All of this makes for a very exciting day for Mars and its partners. We're thrilled to help make L-111 the latest entry in our history of successful launches, and I couldn't be prouder of what we've accomplished through the hard work of our team and partners with the NRO and SMC. It's only through these combined efforts that we have been able to make this happen. Again, these launches are so important to our national security, and I and our entire team are very proud to be part of this mission.
Here we are, T-minus 21 minutes and counting for the launch of today of the Minotaur 1 rocket for the NRO L-111 mission. Launch today is a 69-foot tall Minotaur 1 launch vehicle. It consists of two solid-fueled motors from decommissioned Minuteman ICBMs as the lower stages and two solid-fuel commercial solid rocket motors as upper stages. NRO L-111 is the second Northrop Grumman orbital launch from the Mars launch pads in 2021. Earlier this year, they also launched an Antares rocket carrying cargo supplies to the International Space Station.
The Minotaur product line came about an idea from the Air Force, which was to take decommissioned rocket motors from the ICBM fleets. They were decommissioned by START treaty, other treaties, and repurpose them for space launch use. And so the Air Force awarded a contract to Northrop Grumman to take these motors and make space launch vehicles out of them. Sounds easy, but it's quite a bit of work. You know, we need to understand everything about these propulsion units, these rocket motors, how they work, how much energy is in them, how to steer them, how to control them, and then we put modern avionics on top. So that's how we developed the Minotaur program. It's how we execute it, and that's how we got to the excellent success rate that we have, which is 27 out of 27 launches were fully successful. I think the value to the government is to take these retired motors and adapt them for other uses rather than have to destroy them. These motors have also already been paid for by the taxpayer, and so repurposing them provides a lower cost mission for the Space Force. The Minotaur product line has had a variety of different customer payloads from NASA, spacecraft that went to the moon, to space test program satellites that test out new technologies, to meteorological and climate satellites to also operationally responsive satellites. So all 27 were fully successful. We're really proud of that. That's the result of a lot of hard work by a lot of people. The Minotaur that we're going to use for this upcoming NRO L111 mission is a Minotaur 1, and so that's a Minuteman, first 2 stages of a Minuteman ICBM, and then on top of it is Orion 50 XL and an Orion 38 stage. So it's a 4-stage solid vehicle. We put our avionics section on the front of that, and that's all new built modern avionics. And then we have the composite structures, including the payload fairing that encapsulates the space vehicles on the front. And so that's a configuration we've launched 12 times, and we're really excited to be launching out of Wallops Pad 0B for the L111 mission.
So we're coming up on T-minus 17 minutes and 30 seconds and counting. At T-minus 16 minutes, we have scheduled our launch readiness poll, which is one of the final checks to make sure everybody's ready for launch.
Poll, all stations report go. VM?
VM is go.
VLC?
VLC is go.
PCC?
PCC is go.
VC?
VC is go.
FTS?
FTS is go.
TLM?
TLM is go.
GNC?
GNC is go.
ME?
ME is go.
Ops?
Ops is go.
CE?
CE is go.
NGMM?
NGMM is go.
GSO?
GSO go.
FSO?
FSO go pending data review of the ARM in Coquina.
Copy. RSO?
RSO go pending the same.
NASA PM?
NASA go pending safety go.
NG?
NG is go.
MD?
MD is go.
NASA TD?
TD go pending RSO.
Copy. Check step 58, go pending. Standing by step 14.
Today's launch is dedicated to the memory.
That's a go.
T-minus 14 minutes and counting. RSO verify hazard area and caution area. and impact limit lines are clear for launch. RSO, did you copy? GNC report status of wind data.
Upper level
RSO did not copy.
RSO, verify the hazard area, caution area, and impact limit line are clear for launch.
RSO has areas clear.
Check step 59, check step 60. Standing by, T-minus 12 minutes and counting.
LCTD archives check. Signal confirmed at 13:12:01. TD is go.
Copy that, sir. Complete step 16, standing by step 61 in 30 seconds. LCCD1, T-minus 12 minutes and counting. VC, set flight computer launch time.
Flight computer launch time set to year 2021, day 166, hour 13, minute 35, seconds 00 UTC.
Check step 12 VM, confirm flight computer launch time.
Flight computer launch time confirmed.
Check step 62, standing by, T-minus 10-minute limit checks.
And this is just a reminder that there is some latency in the stream from actual events here at Wallops. So if you take that into account, if you're outside trying to watch the launch and listening to the count.
LCCD1, T-minus 10 minutes and counting. DLC, verify T-minus 10-minute limit checks are go.
Limit checks are go.
Check step 63. FTS, switch FTS A and B, internal power on.
FTS internal power on my mark. 3, 2, 1, mark. Batch command proceeding.
Copy.
Internal power is on.
Check step 64. FTS, switch FTS A and B, external power off.
FTS external power is off.
Check 65. BLC, evaluate FTS A and B voltage and current.
Proceeding.
Copy.
FTS internal power nominal.
Check 66 FSO, send ARM command for 2-second duration and continue tone 4.
This is FSO, arm on my mark. 3, 2, 1, mark, +1, +2, function removed, tone 4 continued.
Check 67. DLC, verify receiver ARM indication.
FTS arm indication verified.
Check 68. PCC, activate FTS ARM enable.
FTS arm enabled.
Check 69. FTS, enable FTLU A and B.
FTLU A and B enabled.
Check 70, BLC, verify FTLU A and B enabled and no command destructs.
FTLU A and B enabled, no command destructs.
FSO, verify FTLU A and B enabled and no command destructs.
This is FSO, FTLU A and B enabled, no command destructs.
Check 71, 72, FTS, ARM, FTS A and B safe arms.
FTS arm on my mark. 3, 2, 1, mark. Batch command sent. FTSs are on.
Check 73, BLC, verify FTS safe and arm indication.
FTS safe and arm switches armed.
FSO, verify FTS safe and arm indication.
FTS armed.
FSO, verify FTS is go.
Stand by.
PCC, apply avionics external power for the following systems.
Proceeding.
Copy.
038 and 050 ACUs on external power.
Check 77, PCC, evaluate power bus voltage and current. FSO, verify FTS is go.
This is FSO, FTS is go.
Copy. Check 71, 4, 5, and 6.
This is PCC, external power nominal.
Check step 78. LTM, verify SV is on internal power.
SV on internal power.
Check 79.
T-minus 7 minutes, counting.
LC CD1, requesting final authorization for launch. MD,
Go.
and NASA TD.
TD's go.
Check 80. FTS, start LAV DUI.
DUI
PCC,
started.
enable ground ordnance. Check 81.
Ground ordnance enabled.
Check 82.
LCFSO, break.
Copy. Go ahead.
FSO is red. We're not seeing safe and arm indication on our displays.
Copy that. Are you seeing it on your display, VM?
VM is seeing it, yes.
Copy that. You've got 30 seconds. Any update on your displays? FSO.
This is FSO, no change. Our telemetry data shows that it is still safe. Is there a way to rotate it?
FSO, which IDAN, do you have any idea which IDAN you're looking at?
Standby 1.
PCC, switch avionics internal power on.
Avionics internal power on my mark. In 3, 2, 1, mark. Internal power on.
Check 83. PCC, switch avionics external power off.
External power off.
Check 84, and we're acknowledging FSO is still red. PCC, power on VDM.
Proceeding. VDM power on.
Check 85, PCC, enable ordnance PTMs.
Ordnance PTM power on.
Check 86, VC, enable flight computer auto sequencer, start.
Auto sequencer enabled.
Check 87. VM, verify orb nav has been in gyro compass for at least 30 minutes. T-minus 4, BLC, verify T-minus 4 minute limit checks are go. Checks 88.
Limit checks are go.
Check 89. VC, command orb nav to navigate mode.
Orb nav commanded to navigate.
Check 890. VM, verify orb nav and nav mode.
Report nav in nav mode.
Check 91, FTS, power on NCU cart.
NCU electronic power on.
Check step 92, NASA TD, report range green. FSO, report range green.
Range is green.
Copy that. Check step 93, standing by T-minus 2-minute limit checks. And FSO, can you report you've
FSO is
removed
green.
your red? Copy. Thank you.
T-minus 2 minutes and 30 seconds counting.
LCCD1, VM, verify auto sequencer started.
Auto sequencer started.
BLC, verify T-minus 2-minute limit checks are go.
Limit checks are go.
PCC, activate ARM enable.
Arm enabled.
PCC, ARM ODMs.
ODMs armed.
PCC, ARM Orions.
Orion's armed.
PCC, ARM boosters.
Boosters armed.
Copy that. Standing by step 100 at T-minus 50 seconds. T-minus 60 mark. FTS, hydraulic on.
Hydraulic on.
NCU go.
Copy. PCC, activate NCU batteries.
Proceeding. Batteries activated.
Copy. FTS, carts off.
Carts off.
Batteries go.
Copy.
VMs go for launch.
Copy. Checks. T-minus 10. 5, mark. 4, 3, 2, 1. NASA Wallops Flight Facility in Mid-Atlantic Regional Spaceport.
Vehicle supersonic. Vehicle power is nominal.
Mach 2.
Approaching max Q, attitude nominal.
Mach 3, stage 1 thrust is over 200,000 pounds. NASA PM copies. Mach 4, vehicle is now half its original mass.
Stage 1 step, stage 2 ignition confirmed. Motor nominal.
Vehicle flight path and attitude are nominal.
Vehicle avionics and power system are performing as expected.
Vehicle flight path and attitude are nominal.
Approaching stage 2 burnout. Vehicle is now 1/4 its original mass.
Stage 2 burnout confirmed.
Turn him off. And this concludes today's coverage of the Minotaur 1 NRL L-111 mission, launched at 9:35 a.m. Eastern Time. Mission information, including photos, will be available on the NRO, NASA, Wallops, and Northrop Grumman websites and their respective Facebook and Twitter accounts. The next launch from Wallops is a NASA Terrier Improved Orion suborbital sounding rocket carrying the Rock-On educational payload. Launch is scheduled for 8 a.m. Thursday, June 24th. Thanks for joining us today.